following is a presentation of the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner. Live from Mellow Mushroom in the Cornerstone District in Lynchburg, Virginia, the Liberty Flames football show is on the air. Your chance to hear from Liberty head football coach Jamey Chadwell comes your way on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner. The Liberty Football Show is presented by Freedom First Credit Union. Start banking with Freedom First today. The Liberty Football Show is also brought to you by Bojangles' famous chicken and biscuits. It's Bo time. Carter Bank. Life lived full. Coca-Cola. Taste the feeling. By Foster Fuels, providing reliable service for 100 years. Lynchburg Nissan. Nobody beats our prices. Nobody. Rogers Heating and Cooling, servicing Greater Lynchburg's HVAC and electrical needs. Thompson Brooks Insurance, planning today for tomorrow. And by the United States Space Force. Have a question or comment for one of our guests? Email lfsn@liberty.edu or post a message at LFSN Radio on X, formerly known as Twitter.
Liberty down 4. Vasco gets the snap. Hands off to Dickens. Sweeping left to the corner. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Light him up. Touchdown, Liberty. 36 seconds left. And the Flames surge in front.
Now, let's talk Liberty Flames football. Here's your host, the voice of the Flames, Alan York.
And welcome inside Mellow Mushroom here tonight in Lynchburg for our Liberty football show. Outstanding crowd on hand as we talk Liberty football for the next hour. Liberty coming in on a 3-game winning streak. They will host Missouri State on Saturday, Military Appreciation Day at Williams Stadium, and kickoff set for 1 o'clock. We've got lots in store for the show here tonight. When you do come to the game on Saturday, it is our Toys for Tots ball game. So we encourage fans out there to bring an unwrapped gift. There'll be distribution bins in the indoor facility all around the stadium. So help us out for our Toys for Tots ball game on Saturday. Let's welcome in the head coach of the Flames, Jamey Chadwell. He's got Liberty playing really good football right now, coming off a 59-30 win over Delaware, their third straight, to improve to 4-4, 3-1 in Conference USA. We've got a couple of player guests as well. We'll tell you about those guys here in a little bit. Coach, good to see you on the show here tonight. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you today?
I'm doing good. You're
looking around for the players guests like I am too.
I am, and I'm not going to
Somebody get them on the phone.
I've been texting with them today. They'll be here. I have faith that they will be here. You're mingling with the fans here. Well, what's been the conversation pieces amongst the fans here tonight?
I was just making sure they're the one. If they're the ones on social media want me fired or not, I'm just trying to check that out a little bit. You know.
No.
You know how. No, it was just. We get here. We got done earlier tonight at work.
Right.
So I got here a little earlier and just checking in with everybody. We got some great people that are great supporters that typically show up all the time to this, and so just want to say hi and hello and.
Yeah, it's a great show. And if you missed the news last week, Thanksgiving week will be here on that Tuesday night of the Kennesaw State ball game. So that's not on the original schedule. That was a TBA, but we'll certainly be here on that Tuesday of Thanksgiving week. All right, where do you want to start from Saturday, Coach? I've got some bullet points here, but just your take from the head chair of the win over Delaware.
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's a lot to be pleased about, right? I mean, I think, you start offensively. Our best game, obviously, in a long time as far as the consistency, the way we played. Quarterback played well. O-line, everybody played relatively well there. We scored 8 out of 10 times. I mean, that's hard to do on air. And so I was really pleased there. I thought our defense, for 3 quarters played extremely well. We had a little lull there in the third where we gave up some points. We were holding them to field goals. I thought we had a little lull there, but they finished strong. And then, special teams, we did a nice job. And so from a complete standpoint, one of the things we've really been harping on is playing complementary football, all 3 phases. We've not done that for whatever reason all year. Big challenge, and our guys stepped up to that. So there's things that we got to be better at. Still, you see things that you did well, and you hope you can replicate those. But if you can fix the things you're not, that gives you the best chance of wins. But not a lot to complain about after that one.
No, season high 59 points, season high 282 yards on the ground. We'll start right there. You've got a lot of questions about your offensive line that's starting to come together here as we hit the stretch here in November. We'll start with the offensive line. Take us through the holes they're opening, and then we'll talk about your backs after that.
Yeah, I thought they did a really nice job. You're able to put that many points on the board, running for what we did. Also, I think we threw the ball quite a bit well. We didn't give up any sacks. I mean, they played extremely well, and that's been the biggest challenge all season long is just the chemistry there and playing consistent, not doing things that beat ourselves. And this was their most complete game, in both facets, running and throwing. And so I was pleased with them. And some of those holes, me and you could probably run through. They did a really nice job of creating some plays for our backs to run through. And obviously they did a nice job running through them.
Evan Dickens, the Conference USA Offensive Player of the Week, 22 carries, 217 yards, a career high for him. Part of a 561-yard day for your offense. You talked about Ethan Vasco, 14 for 20, 221 yards, a couple of touchdowns, 31 yards rushing. You also got some other quarterbacks in there, Michael Merdinger and Jaden Bradford, who made his college debut. So good to see those guys get some playing time in the end there.
Yeah, it's nice when you can get a game like that. They've been harder to come by, obviously. But some young guys get a chance to get in there and they get their feet wet. We were able to play on offense and defense. You're able to play some guys that are some backups that work hard and put a lot of time in, and they were able to go out there and get 10, 12 snaps that mattered, defensively the same. And so obviously Mike's played some. We gave him a drive there, and then for Jaden to get in there and give him his first taste of college football and let him get out there and just those guys, they have some smile. We had a young freshman catch a pass, and they feel like it's Christmas, and it's good to see those guys get rewarded when you play well.
Yeah, you mentioned John Montero caught his first, I think it was 40-yard catch. He also returned some kicks for you with Juju Gray banged up a little bit there. So the decision for John Montero to get those reps at kickoff return, take us through the evaluation there. What do you look for in a guy when you have to make a change at kick return?
Well, you practice, obviously, certain guys weekly, right? Hey, give guys back there because, this is your starter if something happens. But what you need, you need somebody to make a good decision. Like, hey, when to bring it out, when to not bring it out, when to fair catch it, when to not fair catch it. Secondly, then you want somebody that hopefully, if they can break a tackle or hit a seam, they can go. Yeah. One thing that John Montero has, he can run. And so you saw that on his fade ball. He was run by that DB. Yeah. And so John's got the ability to take it the distance. Obviously doesn't have the experience that a Juju has or something like that. But with Juju being banged up, we practiced John, all 10, 12 days, whatever it was. He got a lot of practice time at it, and it gave us confidence to have him back there and letting him do it. And had a solid return on the one, made good decisions on the other ones. And so he's somebody that we believe, has the chance to be a good returner and be a game changer as far as if he can find a seam, can get us some positive yardage.
Here's our player guest. Give it up for Devin Henderson, Evan Dickens. They'll be on the show with us here in a little bit. They just made it into Mellow Mushroom.
Nobody was worried about it at all.
No. We're chatting with head coach Jamey Chadwell. Liberty hosting Missouri State coming up on Saturday at 1 o'clock. Both Mo State and Liberty 3-1 in the league. We've got plenty of time to talk about that matchup, but still want to clean up some things from the win over Delaware. 8 field goals made during this 3-game winning streak. Obviously, Jay Billingsley is your number one right now, but Braden Beck also had a field goal against Delaware last week, and Tyler Black made his kicking debut with a couple of kickoffs.
Yeah, obviously we didn't have to kick a field goal there towards the end of the game, and Braden's been a senior. Braden does what he every day, shows up, great attitude, works hard. And so wanted to give him the opportunity to go out there and make one, and our special teams coordinators, he's not loose, throw him out there. Sometimes when they go out there and don't think, they got it, and he knocked it right up. So
Absolutely.
I was really excited for him to have that opportunity and in front of the home crowd. And then you mentioned Tyler. Tyler has been Max is typically our kickoff guy. Tyler's somebody that you're hoping that he can become that at some point. So you wanted to give him the opportunity. I thought he kicked the ball pretty well there. Get his feet wet there. He's done that at his previous place. He was at Wake Forest before he came here, so it's something that he's done, and so give him the opportunity to do that. And again, you talk about offensive and defensive guys, but to give specialists some opportunities, you might need those guys at some point, so you get them some reps. And it was good to go in there, and we didn't miss a beat.
Speaking of special teams, Jamey, 7-6, second quarter. Delaware's got it around their own 20 or so. They decide to punt. Well, they decided to fake punt. Take us through, had they faked any during the previous games that you saw on tape, and what were kind of identifiers for that? And take us through Bryson Jennings and the job he did to kind of stay at home.
Yeah, obviously a huge momentum play. Coach Llewellyn, our special teams coordinator, shows our team different things each week. These guys might correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't believe they had shown a fake up to this year. But they shown that formation one time prior to. He covered it. Okay. But they only showed it when there was like a different look you gave them, and so we lined up in our base look, and they shifted to it, and I don't know if they assumed we would check safe or something to it. We just kept our base thing on, and what you do is our guys, their job, Bryson's specific job is to make sure the kick is cleared, and if there's a fake, then he's got that edge, and he did a great job as far as. He chased the guy, but he was keeping something, making sure nobody came around that edge. That was his job. And if the guy would have kept it, we had other guys there on the other side. So those guys did a fantastic job of doing their job. And if you watched it, man, when they tackled, we had 8 or 9 guys up there tackling, and the guys are excited because they know that's something they work every week.
And a guy like Bryson Jennings, he's played a little bit the couple of years he's been here, but to make a play like that, just to deposit that in his feel-good bank, if you will, and to help him move forward. How do plays like that, even just one play, how does that help individual guys on your team?
Well, it's a huge confidence boost because when you're on special teams, maybe you're not playing as much on offense, defense. You're on special teams. Sometimes your role goes unnoticed, right? Yeah. And to be able to have a role, be trusted for that role, and then when you really need to be trusted to be able to come up with a play. I mean, one, the confidence boost and just in yourself, the self-esteem that you could gain on that, knowing, hey, I did my job, and it helped our team. Secondly, what that does from a standpoint of our special teams coach, man, I can trust him on this. That means I can trust him on, the Bible says if you can trust me with a little, I can trust you with more.
Boom.
So it just gives him more opportunities. So now, he's starting on that. He's starting on kickoff now too, so that gives him more opportunities. And so that's anytime somebody that maybe their role was limited on offense, defense, and they're on the special teams, they are able to make some plays. Man, that's huge for morale. That's huge for themselves, and that's huge for our team.
We're getting started here tonight at Mellow Mushroom, our Liberty football show presented by Freedom First Credit Union. We've got some student-athlete guests that'll be coming on here in the next 15, 20 minutes. I got one more quick segment with Coach Chadwell, then we'll let him get some dinner, and then we'll talk to Devin Henderson and Evan Dickens as we move towards the top of the hour. This is the Liberty football show presented by Freedom First Credit Union on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
It's bow time. It's not just football season. It's tailgate season, and that includes every kind of football, whether it's got goalkeepers or goalposts. The kick is good! Because it doesn't matter where or how you tailgate. When you've got crispy chicken and fluffy buttermilk biscuits from Bojangles, your tailgate is better than great. It's legendary. Head to Bojangles and order your tailgate box with boldly seasoned chicken, fixins, biscuits, and legendary iced tea today. It's bow time.
At Carter Bank, we believe life is best lived full of opportunities and dreams, of goals achieved and promises kept. We've been creating opportunities for more people and businesses to prosper since 1974. That means great local lending, convenient access to your money, accounts and guidance that make it easier to get more done. We are Carter Bank, the preferred community bank of Liberty Flames Athletics. Visit carterbank.com to learn more. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
You're listening to the Liberty Flames football show presented by Freedom First Credit Union on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Thousands of our teammates make and deliver 300 of the world's best brands and flavors, locally. From the heartland to the coast, in big cities and small towns. Our products are moving, and our trucks are rolling. We share a passion and a purpose. and we love to refresh and serve our communities. We are Coca-Cola Consolidated, your local bottler.
What's important isn't that Freedom First has been in business since 1956. What's important is how we've been doing business since 1956. Since day one, we have been accountable to our members, not stockholders. We make loans that cost less, offer savings plans that pay more, and give back to our community. And that hasn't changed. What has changed is our ability to serve you with more locations and more technology to simplify your financial life. Freedom First. It's a place where anyone in our region can bank for good.
The Conference USA Women's Soccer Championship is coming to Lynchburg, hosted by Liberty University at Osborne Stadium, Sunday, November 2nd through Friday, November 7th. See the best in Division I college soccer. 8 teams battle for the CUSA title and a berth in the NCAA Women's College Cup. Adult tickets just $10 for each session before the championship game. $15 for the championship. Ages 3 to 17, just $5 for all sessions. CUSA students free with ID. Tickets at libertyflames.com/CUSAW Soccer.
Welcome back to the Liberty Flames Football Show presented by Freedom First Credit Union on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner. Have a question or comment for one of our guests? Email lfsn@liberty.edu or post a message at LFSN Radio on X, formerly known as Twitter. Now, once again, here's the voice of the Flames, Alan York.
All right, welcome back inside Mellow Mushroom tonight in Lynchburg for Liberty Football Show presented by Freedom First Credit Union. Liberty 3-1 in Conference USA, hosting Missouri State on Saturday. The Bears also 3-1. It'll be the third meeting between these two. A little trivia question. Do y'all know the team name of Missouri State when they played Liberty the first 2 times? Yeah, the Hudson family, they're on top of their P's and Q's. Southwest Missouri State. They changed Missouri State in 2005. If anybody's wondering out there. And so that'll be the game. Military Appreciation Day on Saturday, 1 o'clock kickoff, and our Toys for Tots weekend as well. Coach talked a lot of offense in that first segment. Defensively, take us through the ball game, and you got out to a 28-6 lead, or 28-9 halftime lead, and then Evan Dickens on play 2 ran out the gate and it really opened up the lead. But take us through defensively, and specifically Joe Carter not playing, and the audio mechanism with the green dot on the helmets, and who got that on Saturday.
Yeah, I would say overall I was pleased with their defense. That team coming in, obviously they were leading the conference in offense.
Yep.
They drove down. They drove early in the game. They got into the red zone. We held them to field goal attempts. And anytime you can hold a team to field goal attempts, you're winning. I thought our defense did an outstanding job there. We transitioned to the third quarter. We had a lull in the third quarter. I think they scored 2 straight touchdowns to make it 24. Then we got to stop, and then got scored. Then they scored one more time. So I thought for 3.5 quarters we played really, really good. We have to avoid the lulls where we let people drive down and finish plays there. I thought that was the one thing there, that when we have momentum and you feel like you have your foot on somebody's throat, so to speak, you can't let them get up, right? And I thought we let them get back in the game there, and a lot of that was they got a good offense, good team, but we did some things that we weren't supposed to by not aligning right or missing a call, miscommunication, and those things we just can't have as you're trying to climb into this conference. And so but I thought overall I was pleased with that, and we'll improve from there. Missing Joe obviously is challenging there because he is that green dot. Aiden Vaughn, Rail Farrar, those guys had the dots. They were able, I think Rail had it. Didn't Rail have it? Yeah, Rail had it. I don't want to lie about it. I'm pretty sure he had it. And so those guys are the ones that have it there. So they're communicating, up front and the back with the secondary and the D line. And so I thought that group played pretty well. We had some guys play a little bit more than they ever have. From Delano Glod, who's a redshirt freshman, who's played on special teams. He got 13 snaps, at linebacker, first 13 snaps he's got, and he played really, really well, out of those 13 snaps. And so somebody like Devin hadn't played a lot early on, and then, man, he gets you a shot, and after BG, and he's been playing extremely at a high level, and so Evan's something similar. Remember, Evan was our third team back, and they just work, and so good things happen there. And so when guys have gotten their opportunities, they've taken care, exploded on that, and that's what you expect from the linebacker group. We gotta continue to play better. Because I mentioned, Joe's leadership, and you can't replace all those things. A guy that's played that much football, but I thought that group played pretty well. We need them to play better this week, because you're still banged up there. We need them to play better. But overall, defense is the last few weeks, I think, is playing the type of defense that we're capable of, and that we believe the type of defense we can play.
You mentioned BG, Brylan Green. Just seeing number 15 back out there brings smiles to everybody. Where is he with his comeback from his injury? And I think he got a lot more snaps than maybe we thought he might.
Yeah, he got some good snaps. Yeah. I think it's all based off of. I think he's not 100% healthy by any means, but I think it's all pain tolerance and what he can do, and he's got a good mentality. He worked hard to get back, and so it was good to see him back out there.
All right, quick take on Mo State, and let you go get some dinner.
I think this is going to be a physical, 4-quarter grounded-out game. They are a big physical group. If you look at their games, they played 4 games in conference, and every one of them are a touchdown or less.
Oh, yeah.
They're in every football game.
Everyone.
They're only – they got beat by Southern Cal. They got beat by SMU. They're beating SMU for a while, and SMU just, beat Miami. So they are a physical group on defense. They're big. They're strong. And so you're going to make you have to grind something out. They're not going to beat themselves. And then from the other standpoint, they got really good schemes. They like to do some different things, running the ball. Their quarterbacks, been in college, I think, about 12 years now, and so
7, almost 12.
So he's an experienced guy, and so we're going to have to be really jump on defense of not just beating ourselves by misalignments or busting coverages, because that's how they end up beating teams, as teams mess up something and they can take advantage of it. And so we're going to have to play a physical football game. They're going to try to run it at us some and then set us up for some deep passes. We're going to have to play physical in all 3 phases. Yep. Probably the most physical team we've seen from a physicality standpoint. They're big. When they get off the bus, they're big. It's like the basketball line when you get the big 6 foot. They're all going to be that big, and so it's going to be a big challenge. Our guys are up to it. We've had a good week of practice, but our guys know that this is a huge game for us. I've told them it's elimination. This is like it's an elimination game. Yep. And somebody's going to be eliminated. We got to make sure that we're the team that goes forward. And that's coming up on Saturday. Liberty and Missouri State, 1:00 kickoff in Lynchburg. Coach, all right, we'll give you a little respite here, and we'll be joined by some of your players, and we'll bring you up here in about 25 minutes or so. Sounds good.
That's it, Coach Jamey Chadwell with us here tonight. Appreciate Coach and his family joining us for our radio show here at Mellow Mushroom. Our show each and every Thursday night brought to you by Freedom First Credit Union. We'll take a timeout. Coming up next, we'll be chatting with redshirt freshman Devin Henderson from the Flames defense. Coming up after this timeout from Van Wagner in the Liberty Flames Sports Network.
Turn up the heat. Foster Fuels is a proud partner of Liberty Athletics. Foster has been fostering warm moments for 100 years. Headquartered in Brookneal, Virginia, Foster has been providing exceptional propane and gas services since 1921. Stop by one of our 6 showroom locations across Central Virginia to view our wide range of products. From propane to fireplaces and grills to tank installs and tankless water heaters, Foster has it all. Download our app or visit fosterfuels.com for more info.
Lynchburg Nissan's model year in sales event is on, and the savings are huge. Remaining 25 models are tariff-free and have 0% up to 60 months. Discounts up to $7,100 off MSRP, and new cars starting at $18,950. Lynchburg Nissan is ready to pay up to 130% of fair KBB for your trade, too. We also offer guaranteed credit approval. Inventory is limited and selling fast. Stop by or schedule your appointment at lynchburgnissan.com, home of the million-mile warranty.
You're listening to the Liberty Flames Football Show, presented by Freedom First Credit Union on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Rogers Heating, Cooling, Electrical, and Plumbing. Your local HVAC experts. Online at callrogers.com.
The light from a star can take millions of years to reach Earth. So when you look at a star, you're looking back in time. But I see the future. I see exploration and courage. I see my country finding new horizons out there. And I see giant leaps making a comeback. I see myself. The future is where I'll make history.
This message is brought to you by the United States Space Force. More information is available at spaceforce.mil.
Thompson Brooks Insurance has been serving Virginia for over 35 years, helping individuals and businesses with their insurance and investment needs. The team at Thompson Brooks is experienced in understanding Medicare, retirement planning, life insurance, the healthcare marketplace, and group insurance benefits. Call Thompson Brooks Insurance at 434-385-8500. That's 434-385-8500, or visit them online at thompsonbrooksinsurance.com. Thompson Brooks Insurance, planning today for tomorrow.
Have you downloaded the Liberty Flames mobile app? If not, what are you waiting for? The Liberty Flames mobile app is your lifeline to Flames athletics. Get the latest news on your favorite teams, find upcoming schedules, buy and download tickets to the next game, listen to podcasts, and hear our online Liberty Flames Sports Network audio broadcasts.
Pass caught into the end zone. Light 'em up. Touchdown, Liberty.
It's all on the Liberty Flames mobile app. Download it for free from your mobile app store today. Welcome back to the Liberty Flames Football Show, presented by Freedom First Credit Union on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner. Have a question or comment for one of our guests? Email lfsn@liberty.edu or post a message at LFSN Radio on X, formerly known as Twitter. Now, once again, here's the voice of the Flames, Alan York.
And moving right along on this Thursday night in Lynchburg at Mellow Mushroom, our Liberty Football Show with head coach Jamey Chadwell, presented by Freedom First Credit Union, as Liberty will host Missouri State coming up on Saturday, 1 o'clock kickoff. It'll be Military Appreciation Day and our Toys for Tots Day. I encourage everybody to bring a unwrapped toy. I got distribution boxes around the stadium for those. And a busy Friday on campus. 7 events total within Liberty Athletics, the majority of them at home, including women's soccer in the Conference USA Championship. They'll be hosting Missouri State at noon tomorrow, so if you're out and about on your lunch break, come on by campus. We'd love to see you for the Conference USA Women's Soccer Championship, Liberty and Missouri State. Field hockey also will be hosting Villanova at 1 o'clock tomorrow. A couple of basketball games as well. The Liberty women's team will be hosting East Carolina at 2. Congratulations to Alexis Sherrard with his win on Tuesday, his first ever head coaching win at Liberty after taking over for the legendary Kerry Green. So they're in action tomorrow at 2. And then the Field of 68 round robin with Liberty, Charleston, and FAU. Liberty will play twice, Friday and Sunday, both games at 6. And there'll be Charleston, FAU will play Saturday night. So if you're a hoops junkie, come on by the arena literally all weekend long. We'll be there. And, of course, the football game coming up on Saturday, 1 o'clock, Missouri State and Liberty. All right, got the housekeeping duties out of the way. We'll be rejoined by head coach Jamey Chadwell coming up here as we wrap up our show. But first off, let's welcome in safety Devin Henderson, redshirt freshman from Cartersville, Georgia. Devin, thanks for stopping by here today. Let's get you fixed up there. There we go. All right. Thanks for coming on tonight. Texted you a couple of days ago. You immediately said, hey, I'd love to come on the show. Have you talked to your other friends on the team about the show and what's been their experience coming on here at Mellow Mushroom?
I did. My roommate, Caden Williams, he was here, I think, a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
He was just telling me about how I'm be over the speakers and all that. So
that's awesome. Caden was here. He's from Georgia as well,
yes,
and so is Evan. We got a lot of Georgia folks in the house here tonight. We might just call this the Evan and Devin show. And I'll just take my headset off and Evan can just come on and y'all can just that might be, if we get a third headset, we might just do that. What did Caden say about the show outside of the speakers? You had a pretty good time here?
Yeah, he said he enjoyed it for sure.
Did you know him before you got to Liberty?
Yeah, he played at Calhoun High School. It was like 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes away from me. We played every year in high school.
Okay, so y'all same conference regions.
Yeah,
y'all knew each other really well.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Well, who committed here first?
He did.
He did.
Yeah, he did.
And then you came right on.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. Take us through that process. I remember interviewing you last summer before the 24 season. You've been here for spring ball, and you mentioned Coach Fearball kind of reached out to you. Take us through the story of ending up here at Liberty.
Yeah, I got offered by Liberty my junior year.
Okay.
Like in the spring, like March or May, somewhere around then. And I got up for a junior day. It was good. Then I came back for an official visit, and that was great. So then I had a good connection with him, Coach Grant and Coach Chadwell, so I felt like it was the right move.
I keep hearing that. I mean, we know these coaches really well, but from a coach-player perspective, the football's fun, but you got to enjoy who you're around.
Yeah.
And it seems like this team really enjoys this coaching staff and vice versa. How has this coaching staff impacted you, Devin?
I mean, they treat me like, I would say, like one of their kids.
Yeah.
Like Krantz, I can go in Krantz and Fearball, I can go in their office any time of the day, talk about whatever I want with them. So it's good just having them and knowing you can talk to them.
Well, your playing time has skyrocketed this year.
Yeah.
I remember talking to Aaron Fearball, safeties coach. I sat down maybe 30 minutes with each assistant before camp started. And he specifically mentioned the veterans in the back end of your defense, but from a younger guy, you're one of the first guys he mentioned.
Yeah.
And he said, right now, we just have a senior-laden back end, but watch out for number 7, Devin Henderson. When you hear your coaches talk to you about that, as you climb the depth chart, how does that make you feel?
I mean, it feels good. I'm thankful for them to think so highly of me.
Yeah.
So I appreciate them for sure.
Take us back, your football history, and kind of who helped you introduce you to the game, Devin?
I say my dad, my uncle. My dad and uncle, they all played together in high school, so they about as close as me and my brother. So they just introduced me at a young age, and I've been doing it ever since.
Where your dad Keith, your uncle Keith, played at Georgia. What's your dad's name?
Kevin.
Kevin.
Yes, sir.
And you said they played together in high school?
At Cartersville High School, yes, sir.
Same. Where did you go to high school?
I went to Cass.
Cass, okay. What stories do they have about playing together? I bet that was fun.
They have a lot. It's a new one every time we're together. So yeah.
Joined by Devin Henderson, Liberty redshirt freshman. If you got a question for Devin, feel free to put us on our chat, YouTube page, or Facebook. We'd love to tell you, get those questions out. So Briley Green goes out after JMU, and you start to get some more playing time. You never want to see one of your cohorts go down, but for you it's an opportunity to get on the field a little bit more. How did your mental game as far as I'm going to be counting on a little bit more now? How did that change back in September for you?
I feel like I always had like a steady head just to keep doing my business, keep doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and just I had my number called and I was ready. So.
And you played safety. It kind of just you're all around the secondary. You can come down in the box sometimes if you need to. Very versatile football player. Were you that versatile in high school? And I know I played both ways. A lot of guys play both ways in high school. So when did that versatility start to grow for you?
I mean, I've always played a lot of positions in football. In high school, I played quarterback, receiver, running back, and corner and safety. So I've always been all around the field. It's just wherever I can help, that's where I'll be.
I remember you telling me this was a rec league game. You had 6 or 7 touchdowns in one of those games. Do you remember that particular game?
Yeah.
What was it about? What kind of zone were you in for that particular game?
I was in a flow state. It was just like I remember it was like the number 1 team in the conference or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, I just had my best game.
Do you miss playing offense?
For sure, yeah.
If you could be in this offense now, what position? I'm sure Coach Chadwell's listening. What position? If you were going to play against Missouri State offensively, where would the current Devin Henderson, with your frame and your size, where would you help the offense most?
Be back.
Be back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me and Ev, be back.
Okay, that's awesome. Devin Henderson joins us here, Cartersville, Georgia native. What was life like in Cartersville growing up?
It was good. It's a smaller town, so everybody kind of know everybody, so it was good.
we mentioned your dad, Kevin. Truck driver?
Yes, sir.
What's he hauling around? Is it change day to day, week to week?
Yeah, it changes. So he be all around. So
is it local or long hauls?
It's more local. It's more local.
Okay,
yeah.
I got you. And how about your mom? What's your mom doing now?
She is a manager at a solar company.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Yep. You told me you have a brother, Kevin.
Yes, sir.
He's playing Division II football in Ohio. Is that right?
Yeah, Findlay University.
Okay. What's his playing status and how's he like it there?
He's a starter right now. I think he leads the conference in tackles as a linebacker, so he's doing pretty good.
Okay. What size is he?
He's about 5'11", probably like 215 somewhere around there.
Did y'all play in high school together?
Yeah, we did. We're the same class.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty cool. So you wore 7. What number did he wear? Does he wear?
He wears 9 at Findlay right now.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. And you have a younger sister?
I do.
How old is she?
18.
18? Okay.
Yes,
Is she in college? She going to school anywhere?
Yes, sir. She go to Georgia State.
Georgia State in Atlanta?
Yeah.
Wow, okay. All right. Going to do some bio stuff with you.
Okay.
Devin, you mentioned one of your favorite foods is chicken wings.
Yeah.
Do you like cooking them yourself, or do you just like going to get them in a restaurant?
I say, I wouldn't cook them, but my dad's chicken wings are pretty good.
Okay.
So, yeah.
If there's a restaurant back home and you guys are going out for some chicken wings, where do you go?
Probably American Deli.
American Deli.
Yeah.
Okay. What else you get there besides the wings?
That's it.
That's it?
Yeah, that's pretty much
it. Okay.
Wings and fries.
How do you like them? Like buffalo sauce, like Parmesan? Like what do you like on yours?
Honey hot.
Honey hot. Yeah. Okay, that's great. You also check the weather app in the morning.
Yeah.
That's a very unique app. Most people are checking Instagram or their text messages, but you check the weather app.
Yeah.
Tell us why you do that.
I need to know how it is in Lynchburg. You know, Lynchburg is crazy, so just having the right attire on.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about wearing number 7? What's the significance for that with you?
I had a few options when I was a freshman in high school, and 7 just stuck out to me, and I've been wearing it ever since. I just fell in love with it.
Now, when we interviewed a couple of summers ago, you had this big chain medallion. Do you still wear that around?
I do.
Where is it right now?
It's at home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Safekeeping, right?
Yeah. Yes,
okay. Chopping it up with Devin Henderson, Liberty safety. All right, each game continues to get bigger as you win, Devin. Yeah. Missouri State, what do you see on tape with their offense?
Missouri State has an older quarterback, so a guy with a lot of experience. On their offense, they run a lot of personnel, so just being able to adjust their personnel, get the right people in, and just fly around.
So with your position of safety, tell our fans kind of your keys when you see the offense come to the line and checks and communication amongst your guys on the back end.
So see what formation they come out in, like what our checks are to those, just knowing everybody's job and knowing how they should be doing it.
Do you like covering balls through the air better, like coming down if it's a run play? What do you like better?
I say I'm more of a cover safety, but I like being in the box when I can. It's pretty fun.
Okay. How about game day at Liberty? It's spectacular coming through the gates and the pyrotechnics. And what's your favorite thing about game day?
I'd probably say the Flames walk. It's good seeing all of them out there in the indoor. And
that's my favorite part too.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I don't get in there as much as I'd like to, but when you get into the indoor facility, some folks are trying to see their family or friends. How about you? You kind of walk the same way as you do, or is it just different each time?
I try to keep it the same way. Just walk close to the fans, give them daps, and just get into the locker room.
How often does your family make it up for games?
They try as much as they can. They was at a game last week. This week they'll be at my brother's game, so they try to split it up as much as they can.
Yep. He plays in Ohio. They don't come down south much, do they, with his conference that he plays at?
No, sir. No.
Okay. So
most of their games are up there.
Yep, yeah. I got you. Okay. How about your favorite who's some of the favorite NFL players that you enjoy watching?
I don't really, believe it or not, I don't really watch too much NFL, but I see like some of my favorite safeties like Tyrann Mathieu.
Oh, yeah. Honey Badger.
Some guys like that, yeah.
Okay. Were you a Falcons fan growing up?
Nah.
You said you're not NFL fan. So
I was a 49ers fan.
How'd that happen?
That's what my uncle
I got you.
Yeah.
How long did he play for them?
I couldn't tell you off my top of my head.
Okay.
But he played with them and the Vikings, so.
Okay. We're joined by Devin Henderson, Liberty safety. I'm going to ask Evan Dickens, who's a big video game fan. The football game, are you in it?
I am, yeah.
How often do you play that?
I haven't really played it that much. I liked the one last year better, but.
Why? No wrong answer.
I feel like the one last year was just funner. Like I would like the way it moved.
Okay. How about your player rankings? They kind of changed during the year. Do you guys talk about that much in the locker room?
Not too much.
Not too much?
Not too much.
Okay. Well, Devin, appreciate you stopping in here tonight. We enjoyed catching up with you, and have fun against Missouri State.
Yes,
each game gets bigger here on out, and I know you'll be playing well, but stay healthy, and appreciate you coming out here.
Thank you.
All right, Devin Henderson with us here tonight, Liberty Safety from Cartersville, Georgia. Appreciate him joining us here at Mellow Mushroom. Coming up next, we'll shift and talk a little offense with Evan Dickens, who's also a Georgia native, and we'll have that coming up next after this timeout from Van Wagner and the Liberty Flames Sports Network.
It's bow time. It's not just football season. It's tailgate season, and that includes every kind of football, whether it's got goalkeepers or goalposts. The kick is good! Because it doesn't matter where or how you tailgate. When you've got crispy chicken and fluffy buttermilk biscuits from Bojangles, your tailgate is better than great. It's legendary. Head to Bojangles and order your tailgate box with boldly seasoned chicken, fixins, biscuits, and legendary iced tea today. It's bow time.
At Carter Bank, we believe life is best lived full of opportunities and dreams, of goals achieved and promises kept. We've been creating opportunities for more people and businesses to prosper since 1974. That means great local lending, convenient access to your money, accounts and guidance that make it easier to get more done. We are Carter Bank, the preferred community bank of Liberty Flames Athletics. Visit carterbank.com to learn more. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
You're listening to the Liberty Flames Football Show, presented by Freedom First Credit Union on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Thousands of our teammates make and deliver 300 of the world's best brands and flavors, locally. From the heartland to the coast, in big cities and small towns. Our products are moving, and our trucks are rolling. We share a passion and a purpose, and we love to refresh and serve our communities. We are Coca-Cola Consolidated, your local bottler.
What's important isn't that Freedom First has been in business since 1956. What's important is how we've been doing business since 1956. Since day one, we have been accountable to our members, not stockholders. We make loans that cost less, offer savings plans that pay more, and give back to our community, and that hasn't changed. What has changed is our ability to serve you with more locations and more technology to simplify your financial life. Freedom First. It's a place where anyone in our region can bank for good.
The Conference USA Women's Soccer Championship is coming to Lynchburg, hosted by Liberty University at Osborne Stadium, Sunday, November 2nd through Friday, November 7th. See the best in Division I college soccer. 8 teams battle for the CUSA title and a berth in the NCAA Women's College Cup. Adult tickets just $10 for each session before the championship game. $15 for the championship. Ages 3 to 17, just $5 for all sessions. CUSA students free with ID. Tickets at libertyflames.com/CUSAW Soccer.
Welcome back to the Liberty Flames Football Show, presented by Freedom First Credit Union on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner. Have a question or comment for one of our guests? Email lfsn@liberty.edu or post a message at LFSN Radio on X, formerly known as Twitter. Now, once again, here's the voice of the Flames, Alan York.
Got about 15 minutes left of our weekly Liberty Football Show presented by Freedom First Credit Union. Excellent crowd on hand tonight here at Mellow Mushroom as we preview Liberty and Missouri State on Saturday, 1 o'clock kickoff at Williams Stadium. Our radio coverage comes your way at 11:30 a.m. A lot of ways to join us on our Journey Statewide Radio Network, Liberty Flames mobile app. Right now, that's your go-to one-stop shop for all of our Liberty content, news releases, stats, rosters, ticket information, and, of course, our audio broadcasts, podcasts, all that good stuff. The Liberty Flames mobile app, download it today. It's presented by Carter Bank, and we encourage all those fans to do that. And Saturday coming up, our Military Appreciation Day. Phenomenal halftime show coming up, as it always is during this particular celebration, and our Toys for Tots ball game. Please bring unwrapped gifts. We've got distribution boxes around the stadium for our Toys for Tots efforts on Saturday. All right, Liberty and Missouri State, both teams 3-1, pivotal game in the standings, kind of an elimination game, to be honest with you, for both of these teams, and we've got the Bears at home. Third meeting all time and the first since 1994. Kind of the rubber match. It's tied at 1 game apiece in the series between the Bears and the Flame. All right, we chatted with Devin Henderson, Liberty safety, on the defense. Time now to welcome in Evan Dickens, redshirt sophomore. Marietta Roswell, which one do you say? Marietta. Yeah. All right. It's funny because on the game notes that all the media gets to read, and even the fans, it's on our website, it says Marietta, but on the website by your bio it says Roswell. So it's kind of it's
because I went to high school in Roswell.
Okay.
So it kind of just gelled together.
It makes sense now.
Yeah.
All right, Devin, appreciate you coming on here today. Just start with present day. Your time here on the mountain, transferred in from Georgia Tech, and there's a previous history with the coaching staff, with you and Jamey Chadwell when they were at their previous institution, and now it's all come full circle. So welcome to the show. How the few months or so, almost a calendar year since you've been on campus, how's it going for you?
Yeah, it's going really well. I've really enjoyed my time here, gelling with the guys in the locker room, continuing my relationship with the staff. Everything has just really come to fruition, and I'm just really enjoying my time.
Now, we talked about your previous relationship. They recruited you at Coastal Carolina. You went to Georgia Tech, and you hit the portal. I always like asking athletes, Evan, what were the boxes that you wanted checked off for your next stay? And this is obviously a place that is growing on you. But what were some of those personal, not selfish reasons, but in some ways they are. You want to be a good fit and vice versa. What were some of those that you wanted in your next stop?
Yeah, I think the main thing was just, an opportunity to show my skill sets. And I think, Coach Chadwell and his coaching staff was going to give me that opportunity. So when they came calling in the transfer portal, it was a pretty easy decision. And
when you got onto campus, curious of your first time getting here, what you thought of Lynchburg, and maybe away from campus, some things you enjoy doing here around the area. Yeah, when I first got here, it was really definitely a different pace from Atlanta, of course. Oh, yeah. But, it was a very quiet area, very peaceful area, something where, it's good for second chances. You go there, lock into what you have to do and execute and everything like that. So, it was a really good switch. So who hit who in the portal? They see your name. Take us through the first, couple of, some things are personal. I get it. But just who reached out and who kind of started the conversation with you? So it was Coach Isaac when when I first entered, because we had a really good relationship going back to Coastal. We talked a lot, and obviously, I chose Georgia Tech. So when the opportunity came for me, to potentially come to Liberty, he was the first one to hit my phone and just talk about everything. Joined by Evan Dickens, Liberty running back, the Conference USA Offensive Player of the Week. Over Delaware, a big game for you, Evan. Career high 22 carries, 217 yards rushing, 4 touchdowns, long of 72 or at the beginning of the third quarter. First off, the 18-day break. And Liberty had the longest break, I think, of anybody during these midweek October games. What did you do during that break? Because I know you spent some time not playing. What game was that? Old Dominion? ODU. Yeah, okay, ODU. Yep. And then and now you're fresh. You looked really good. Outside of practice with the team, how did you kind of re-gear yourself, recalibrate for that Delaware ball game? I think it started with my recovery, with the long break. It's a great opportunity to get your body right. So I was in the training room, in the hot tub, cold tub, stretching at night, just trying to get the body right for, the 7-game stretch I think we had at the end of that. Yep. And then also it was just in practice refining the small details, honing in on my craft, fixing whatever needed to be fixed so that, when it came down to game day, I can be able to go out there and execute. And a couple of the runs, you ran hard all game long. What was it about the offensive line that is continuing to improve as well? Where has that group helped you and your running backs?
Yeah, the O-line did a really good job, especially during Delaware. You know, they blocked their tails off all game. I think it was something that was growing from the start. You know, obviously we had our struggles in the beginning, but as the season's been going on, we've just been getting stronger. They've been getting together as a unit, you know, just getting real strong as well. So it was something that was meant to be.
Joined by Evan Dickens. All right, take us through the 72-yard touchdown run, Evan. Second play of the third quarter. What was your read? And just to recap to the fans, it kind of looked like you went maybe a little bit off the right guard, and then you collided, and you got the better of one of those backers, secondary guys trying to come down and fill the box. And then it was just a sprint down that home sideline. Take us through, maybe not the play call because that's confidential stuff too, but what was your read on that particular play, and what do you remember about it?
So I was coming off the double team. That's pretty much what a run's supposed to hit. You're supposed to hit off the double team. Yeah. We knew that there's going to be one defender in the box. I just had to make miss. And unfortunately, I made a miss. And after that, it's just, just me.
Was that run even more sweeter knowing that? I mean, you met that backer one-on-one, and you kept your balance, and that just goes back to all those mat drills and training and agility stuff you do. That run encompassed all of your work in that one play. Mm-hmm. Did you feel that as well when you collided off that backer?
Yeah, for sure. I knew as soon as I broke that tackle and I saw the green grass, I knew it had to be a touchdown. And still to this day, I find myself going back and watching the run again just to kind of relive the moment a little bit.
Now, it seemed over after you collided and you started running, but you had to kind of walk that tightrope down the sideline. Mm-hmm. So that was not an easy run, even though you made it look really easy. So they had some guys converging on you. What did you have to do to kind of walk that tightrope on the sideline there?
It was really just my speed. I trust my speed. I've been working with the coaches in the offseason, with the strength staff, so I knew I had the speed to beat them. And at the end of the day, I just was showcased.
Joined by Evan Dickens. We had you on the postgame radio and the media session as well, and you were talking about you had 4 touchdowns. I think that was one off the single-game record, and they could have left you in. You let Vaughn Blue kind of get those reps at the end, and Vaughn had a touchdown as well. What's your your single game high of touchdowns?
Ooh, honestly, I cannot remember off the top of my head.
And that's okay.
I can't remember.
It's okay. But to help contribute to the win and score a season high 59 points, everybody's been waiting for this offense to break out. You did that game, and now it's how do you do it again? So how does this offense do it again against Missouri State?
I think it's just going back and fixing what we need to fix back in Delaware, continue to hone in our craft and just getting to do our jobs and executing at the end of the day.
All right, I want to dive into some personal stuff here, Evan. From Marietta, Georgia, finance major. What do you intend maybe to do that once football's over?
So I don't have a concentration yet in finance. I know I obviously want to study finance, but I don't really have a concentration yet.
Okay.
Hopefully within the next couple of years I'll be able to find that.
So born in Florida, Orlando.
Yeah.
And take us through what you want to share about ending up outside of Atlanta, family-wise, and how that all shook out.
Yeah, so I was born in Orlando, Florida, and then we moved a couple times we moved to Tampa, and then we moved to Atlanta, all pretty much for my dad's job.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Can you share what he does for his career?
Yeah, he's a sales director.
Yeah.
I can't remember the company off the top of my head, but he's a sales director.
Okay. Your dad, Aaron.
Yes, sir.
And what's your mom, Erica, do?
She's a nurse.
Nurse?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Any brothers or sisters?
I have an older brother.
Okay. What's he do?
He's a risk management. He works in risk management for a company. I think it's called FM Global, based out of Georgia.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Doing some updates and research for this game against Missouri State. It looks like their D-line is something they're really proud about. Mm-hmm. The size and just they try to start there. And it looks like they try not to let teams throw downfield. So it could be maybe a short game early, but sometimes you got to set up the run with the pass and vice versa. But I know this team wants to run the football. How vital is it for this offense to really get churning early on Saturday?
It's extremely vital. You always want to throw the first punch in the game, just kind of set the momentum for the offense and defense for the rest of the game. So going into Saturday, it's going to be our intention.
Now, I'll be honest with you, Evan. You and Vaughn are separated by one number, 24, 23. You are 23. Now, y'all might counter this. I got you both listed at 5'11", 195. So there's sometimes I'll see you guys out there, and I haven't made many mistakes. There's a couple. I'm not perfect, where you have the ball and I might call him. Like, do other players on your team kind of run a little bit the same? You probably don't want to hear that, but are there similarities between you and Von Blue that are validating my thoughts in my head right now?
Yeah, a couple guys in the locker room be joking around with us, purposely calling us each other's names just to kind of joke around.
All right. Well, I don't feel as bad then. But did not make any mistakes on those touchdown runs on Saturday. Even Vaughn getting in there, that was great to see. After wins like that, I see some guys do backflips and different things. What kind of celebration guy are you, maybe as the team's coming together after big wins like you had Saturday?
Really just, being around my teammates, embracing them and just celebrating with them, because at the end of the day, we did it together.
Yep. And coming up, Military Appreciation Day. Any significance to that in your family with anybody serving or?
Yeah, my dad was a captain in the Army for 6 years. He did logistics.
Well, we appreciate him for his service. Do they get up to the games much?
Yeah, they're here actually.
Are they? Yeah. What are you waiting to tell me that for? Yeah. There they are. All right. So on the way out, make sure you say hello to Erica and Aaron. They're both here. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for giving us Evan and Devin, we love you as well, my man. So thank you all for coming out here tonight. You did great, so thank you for coming out.
Thank you.
And I'm glad they made it as well. So stay healthy the rest of the year. We'll be cheering you guys on, and go get the Bears, okay?
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
All right, Evan Dickens with us here tonight, redshirt sophomore out of Marietta, Georgia. And we'll take a timeout. We'll get one parting thought from Coach Chadwell as we wrap it up here tonight. Our Liberty Football Show is presented by Freedom First Credit Union.
Turn up the heat. Foster Fuels is a proud partner of Liberty Athletics. Foster has been fostering warm moments for 100 years. Headquartered in Brookneal, Virginia, Foster has been providing exceptional propane and gas services since 1921. Stop by one of our 6 showroom locations across Central Virginia to view our wide range of products. From propane to fireplaces and grills to tank installs and tankless water heaters, Foster has it all. Download our app or visit fosterfuels.com for more info.
Lynchburg Nissan's model year in sales event is on, and the savings are huge. Remaining 25 models are tariff-free and have 0% up to 60 months. Discounts up to $7,100 off MSRP, and new cars starting at $18,950. Lynchburg Nissan is ready to pay up to 130% of fair KBB for your trade, too. We also offer guaranteed credit approval. Inventory is limited and selling fast. Stop by or schedule your appointment at lynchburgnissan.com, home of the million-mile warranty.
You're listening to the Liberty Flames Football Show, presented by Freedom First Credit Union on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Rogers Heating, Cooling, Electrical, and Plumbing. Your local HVAC experts. Online at callrogers.com.
The light from a star can take millions of years to reach Earth. So when you look at a star, you're looking back in time. But I see the future. I see exploration and courage. I see my country finding new horizons out there. And I see giant leaps making a comeback. I see myself. The future is where I'll make history.
This message is brought to you by the United States Space Force. More information is available at spaceforce.mil.
Thompson Brooks Insurance has been serving Virginia for over 35 years, helping individuals and businesses with their insurance and investment needs. The team at Thompson Brooks is experienced in understanding Medicare, retirement planning, life insurance, the healthcare marketplace, and group insurance benefits. Call Thompson Brooks Insurance at 434-385-8500. That's 434-385-8500, or visit them online at thompsonbrooksinsurance.com. Thompson Brooks Insurance, planning today for tomorrow.
At Have you downloaded the Liberty Flames mobile app? If not, what are you waiting for? The Liberty Flames mobile app is your lifeline to Flames athletics. Get the latest news on your favorite teams, find upcoming schedules, buy and download tickets to the next game, listen to podcasts, and hear our online Liberty Flames Sports Network audio broadcasts.
Pass caught into the end zone. Light 'em up. Touchdown, Liberty.
It's all on the Liberty Flames mobile app. Download it for free from your mobile app store today. Welcome back to the Liberty Flames Football Show presented by Freedom First Credit Union on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner. Have a question or comment for one of our guests? Email lfsn@liberty.edu or post a message at LFSN Radio on X, formerly known as Twitter. Now, once again, here's the voice of the Flames, Alan York.
All right, a couple of minutes here as we talk Liberty football with head coach Jamey Chadwell. Our show brought to you by Freedom First Credit Union. We'll be right back here next Thursday as we look ahead to FIU. But first things first, Coach, Missouri State. Jacob Clark, their quarterback, is in his 7th year. He can really spin it, has some weapons out there offensively. What are they trying to do offensively? And what do you expect them to try to do on Saturday?
Where they're really unique is they use so many different personnel groupings. Most teams you play, they use 4 wide receivers or 3 wide receivers and a tight end. They're going to use 2 tight ends, 2 backs. They're going to use 2 tight ends, 2 receivers. They're going to mix everything up, and they make you have to really match personnel and make sure that you're lined up correctly. They do a good job with that. You mentioned him; he's a big guy. I mean, he's 6'5" plus. He's a big old quarterback, the biggest one that we've seen this year, and so he does a good job. But I think the scheme wise, they put you in some situations where it's challenging, and they're big. Physical group. And so you got to be make sure that you don't beat yourself by pre-snap alignments or anything, not being aligning right, and you make sure you're hustling to the football.
Both teams, both coaching staffs have talked about third down being important, but that's great, but you got to be good on first and second down. How does this team challenge you defensively on those first 2 downs, you think?
I think what they do really well, but they can control the line of scrimmage with that front 7, so they don't have to give you they don't have to get their safeties down there in the run game as much.
Okay.
And so what that does, they can handle your box with less people, and so they can cover you down. So they're not going to give you a lot of easy things. And so what we have to do is try to create on that first and second down specifically some ways to get your quarterback involved. Try to figure out how we can create some easy throws, but also try to put them in positions maybe they're not comfortable with as far as maybe different formations we've not shown or different alignments, something like that. But third down's vitally important. But we have to win first down, on both sides of the ball, because then you can put yourself in a good position.
Should be a fun one. 1 o'clock, not quite high noon, but it's right there. Early kick.
Beautiful day.
Get a win, and get back home. And look forward to it on Saturday. Jamey, thanks for coming out, and we'll see you at the Bill on Saturday.
Sounds great.
Flames. That's head coach Jamey Chadwell here tonight. Appreciate to him and Evan and Devin. I tell you, they're going to host the show next week. They don't know it, but you're going to come out and host a show next week, Devin, so just be prepared. But appreciate Devin Henderson, Evan Dickens for coming on the show as well, and for Cody and Jamey, our production help. Appreciate it. My name is Alan York. Military Appreciation Day Saturday. Toys for Tots. Bring an unwrapped toy. We'd love to distribute those throughout the stadium, and it'll all cap off Liberty, Mo State, pivotal game, both 3-1 in Conference USA. For our entire crew, have a great rest of your week, and go Flames.
You've been listening to the Liberty Flames Football Show on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner. The Liberty Football Show was presented by Freedom First Credit Union. Start banking with Freedom First today. The Liberty Football Show was also brought to you by Bojangles' famous chicken and biscuits. It's Bo time. Carter Bank. Life lived full. Coca-Cola. Taste the feeling. By Foster Fuels, providing reliable service for 100 years. Lynchburg Nissan, nobody beats our prices, nobody. Rogers Heating and Cooling, servicing Greater Lynchburg's HVAC and electrical needs. Thompson Brooks Insurance, planning today for tomorrow. And by the United States Space Force. The Liberty Flames football show, presented by Freedom First Credit Union, has been an exclusive presentation of the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.